welcome the Right Honourable Stephen Harper, Prime Minister of Canada.
Let me tell all of you how proud I am to stand before you. Comme Canadien et à titre de Premier ministre, c'est pour moi un honneur d'être ici parmi tant de héros. Ceux qui sont en uniforme et ceux qui les ont côtoyés. Cette mission commençait le 11 septembre 2020 avec la mort de 24 Canadiens dans les attaques du World Trade Center. A été long. This mission has been long. Indeed, with the return of our remaining troops in March, we mark the end of the longest military engagement in Canadian history. And it has been hard pour nos militaires et pour les fonctionnaires qui étaient à l'œuvre avec eux. Nous avons perdu des combattants et des combattantes, un diplomate canadien, de même qu'un certain nombre de civils qui travaillent fort pour un Afghanistan meilleur, ont également fait le sacrifice de him. Quand je dis à quel point j'en suis fier maintenant, je sais que je parle au nom de tous les Canadiens et toutes les Canadiennes des 4 coins du pays. Nos soldats sont restés forts. Notre pays les a aussi soutenus avec force. Our troops stood strong. Our country stood strongly behind it. This National Day of Honor, the first of its kind in Canadian history, is a unique opportunity for us to say thank you to the men and women who have fought and served for Canada. We are here today to honor their dedication, to honor their heroism, and to honor their sacrifice. We have gathered as a country, one country united in appreciation, to offer our gratitude. And we have also come together as Canadians to make a collective promise. It's the same promise our forebears made after the conflicts of their times, and it is simply this: we will remember. Nous nous souviendrons des plus de 40 000 soldats, marins et aviateurs, hommes et femmes, qui sont allés à l'autre bout du monde pour défendre les valeurs et les intérêts du Canada. Nous nous souviendrons des familles et des communautés qui sont restées fortes et fières malgré leur crainte et leur deuil. Nous nous souviendrons que plus de 2000 Canadiens et Canadiennes ont été blessés pendant cette mission. And we will never forget the 158 brave men and women in uniform who died to protect Canadians and to set Afghans free. We will also remember the other public servants and private citizens who labored in Afghanistan. International development officers worked to provide health and humanitarian assistance and to build economic and educational infrastructure. The RCMP and other Canadian police forces trained policemen and women. Correctional services did the same for prison guards. And diplomats from foreign affairs worked to advance democracy, good governance, and respect for human rights. The Canadian mission more than that of any other nation, was an integrated team effort reflecting the very best of Canada's public service. In highly dangerous situations, they worked with our military and they shared the risks. And a diplomat, a reporter, 3 contractors, and private aid workers also died in the performance of their duties. To remember them, that is our commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to speak directly to all the veterans of the mission to Afghanistan and their families who are with us today on Parliament Hill and gathered together in communities all across the country. Whether you fought on the front line or kept the bonfires burning, you have our gratitude. C'est grâce à votre qu'une petite fille de Kandahar et des milliers d'autres grand-mères partout en Afghanistan vont maintenant à l'école. Cette petite fille peut maintenant faire ce que la télé refusait, décider elle-même comment elle vivra sa vie. Voilà ce que signifie la liberté. La prochaine génération d'enseignants est en train d'être formée pour que les opportunités que seule l'éducation peut offrir ne soient plus jamais refusées aux enfants afghans. Grâce à votre travail acharné, plus de 8 millions d'enfants afghans ont maintenant été vaccinés contre la polio. Je suis sûr que certains d'entre vous ont l'âge de se rappeler les ravages que faisait cette maladie chez les enfants canadiens. Of course, and perhaps most important, because of your valor, Canada is more secure. A network of terrorists hell-bent on destroying our peace and our way of life can no longer with impunity use Afghanistan as a safe haven. Des millions d'Afghans détenus en otage par les voyeurs et des meurtriers ont été libérés. Le Canada en fait le monde est un endroit plus sûr grâce à vous. Now to the families of the fallen, so many of whom are here today, I could say all of these things and one thing more. The names of your loved ones are engraved on our hearts. On the hearts of all Canadians who cherish freedom, justice, and human dignity. These are the things they died protecting. Canadians are safer and Canada is stronger because of their sacrifice. Ladies and gentlemen, history tells us that for our country, for Canada, war has never been our first choice. En 1812, les Canadiens, Français, Anglais, Premières Nations, les gens de tous les horizons, se sont ralliés pour repousser une invasion et pour assurer notre existence. Mais ce n'est que si nos intérêts fondamentaux sont menacés que les Canadiens prennent les armes, mais aussi devant les grandes menaces contre l'humanité. Le militarisme pendant la Première Guerre mondiale, le fascisme pendant la Deuxième, le communisme pendant la guerre froide et encore et la grande menace mondiale d'aujourd'hui contre le terrorisme en Afghanistan. In other words, Canadians have always been willing to shoulder our share of the burden in defense of our freedoms and of the values we share with our fellow human beings. In the spirit of Vimy, that is what you did in Afghanistan, where the fight was as fierce as any Canadian has ever seen, and where your courage under fire, your enterprise, and your daring were in the finest traditions of the Canadian Army. That is why the dates 2001-2014 will be chiseled into the stone of the National War Memorial, into our memories for all time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just conclude with this. The military equipment you see and have seen before you today, the artillery, the armored vehicles, the aircraft, even the uniforms that so many here wear, they may be symbols of our country's great strength, but they are symbols only. This mission, like the other great conflicts that have shaped Canada, has shown once again what makes us truly strong. Look around you, and you will see what I mean. It is our families, the foundation of everything we are. It is the neighbor who cooks for you and comforts you in your grief. It is the community that surrounds you and supports you. It's organizations like the True Patriot Love Foundation who rally the vast networks of goodwill and financial resources of our wider society behind you. It's the deep Canadian commitment to doing what's right and what's good for each other and for the world. And these are the things that stood behind our brave men and women in Afghanistan. These are the things that make Canada strong, and these are the things that will keep Canada strong. God bless our men and women who serve and their families, and God keep our land glorious and free.